Trying to stack the bricks to fit the kingdom, ain't no Tetris. Like a candidate for office, wanna win election. I be working 1 through 6 and resting on the 7. I know coming to the truth, no doubt my biggest blessing. We sent to teach the saints with love and help them find a way. Riding through the spirit, helping me with what to say. We were slaves, you gon' be slaves, that I say even trade. Our salvation cost a ticket, but the price is paid.
That's something specific, right? And that's the name of our real nationality, Hebrew Israelites. All right, so if you got a second, I'd love to prove it to you with the scriptures. All right, give me Deuteronomy 1:1.
God. It is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So you know who Moses is? He's an Israelite, and he's speaking to the Israelites after he delivered us out of Egypt when we were slaves under the Egyptian Pharaoh. You heard about that account before? Let my people go. So the people that he went to free was the children of Israel. So the audience that he's speaking to is the children of Israel. Give me 7 and 6.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means to be set apart.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Special means like you're not like everybody else. I hold you at a higher regard. So we're seeing right now that the Most High has a chosen people. Do you believe that? All right, let's find out who they are.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Equal to.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So I know that we've been taught that God views every race of people as equal, right? But that's not what the Bible is saying. The Bible is saying he has a chosen people that he holds above all other people. Can you receive that? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
So now Moses is telling us a prophecy from the Most High. Because you know the Most High dealt with Moses in a manner of he spoke directly to Moses to give the children of Israel his commandments, right? So he's telling Moses to tell our people, our ancestors, that this will come to pass. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now hearken means to listen. So if you don't listen to the voice of God,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes,
to keep his commandments and his statutes,
which I command thee this day,
read on.
That all these curses,
that all these what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said, I'm going to put curses on my chosen people if they don't keep my commandments. Everything clear so far?
Yeah.
So the children of Israel would have curses on them for disobedience of not keeping his commandments. Okay? All right, give me verse 46.
Verse 46.
And they, meaning the curses,
shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a sign. Now a sign is made to identify something. That's DTLR, we know because it's the sign. That's China Star, we know because it's the sign. Right? Read on, King.
And for a wonder.
And for a wonder.
And upon thy seed forever.
Meaning these curses, these signs would follow the children of Israel from generation to generation. So even in what they call 2024, when you read these curses in the Bible, you'll be able to identify who the children of Israel are because they'll fit the curses that's listed. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right, give me the first curse. Let's go through a couple.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. Now remember, we're trying to identify who the Israelites are today. So let's take a look around. What nation of people do you know overpopulate the worst part of every city known as the hood? Mostly black people, right? And Latino people, Native American people. Pretty much summing it up to who the world calls the minority, right? Overpopulating the ghetto.
That's
right. Read on, King.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. What race do you know was forced to be in the sugarcane field, the tobacco field, the cotton fields, the strawberry fields, even the work field of today? African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans. Because when they came over and took this land from our Native American brothers, they put them in the same fields as us. Okay? So the Most High didn't call them blacks, African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans, Spics, Mexicans, or anything like that. He called them the children of Israel. Right? So if the children of Israel is going to be who's going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field, our people is cursed in the city and cursed in the field, who would we be according to God? If the curses are on the Israelites, but we're living the curses, who are we? Israelites. You see that? Let's keep reading though, because he left us a lot of signs to be able to come back to the truth. Give me Jeremiah 17:4 over here. Give me verse 54.
Verse 54. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you,
right,
and very delicate.
So the people that show each other brotherly love and sisterly love, the way that they used to, the way that they're supposed to be, because they didn't keep my commandments, he put a curse on us, and this is the result.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
You ever kind of ask yourself, like, why can't we just get it together as a people? Why do we hate each other so much? Why do we steal from each other? Why do we kill each other? Why do we hate to see each other progress? Why do we bring each other down? Why are we always going out of our way to embarrass one another? Right? We get a kick, we get a thrill of seeing our own people down and out. It's because the Most High said, because you didn't keep my commandments, I'm going to turn you from that loving people to a people that has an evil eye towards your own people. And we can see that we living that out today, right? And he said that the Israelites would be living that out, right? Read on, King.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And toward the women of the wives of our bosom, meaning we would treat our women horribly, right? When you turn on the music that our people make, most of the time it's going to be about degrading black women, right? Or Latino women, tearing them down, right? That's because the Most High said we would have an evil eye towards our own women. And read on.
And towards the remnant of his children.
Which he what?
Which he shall leave.
Which he what?
Which he shall leave.
What race of people do you know is known for leaving their children? Exactly. Now this was written thousands of years ago, right? But we see everything that the Most High said would happen came to pass to a T. That's how we know that the Bible and the prophecies that's within it is the real deal. Because no man can prophesy these things to happen thousands of years ago and then he make it come to pass, right? That can only be the work of the Lord. But it's explaining why our people go through the things that we go through. Go ahead, kid.
Verse 56.
Read out.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
So what that's saying is the way that our women used to be, they used to be so tender, so delicate, so submissive in the spirit that we wouldn't even allow our women's feet to touch the ground. Because we used to, treat our women with a lot of delicacy and respect, but our women used to hold themselves to a level of delicacy and respect. But now it's all been flipped around because we don't keep the commandments of the Most High. So he's put a change in our minds and in our spirit to where we don't do those things anymore. And it's all because we stopped keeping the commandments. Read on.
Her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom.
I saw that baby mama, baby daddy drama that goes on within our people and how we hate each other. The black man or the black woman tearing each other down. All on Facebook, my baby daddy ain't this, my baby daddy ain't that, right? That is what that's explaining. Go ahead, King.
And towards her son and towards her daughter.
Even having the evil eye towards our own children, right? These are the things that will befall the children of Israel for not keeping the commandments. So if we can see that we clearly fit just two of the curses that we read, and there's a bunch of them from verse 16 all the way down to verse 68. It's the curses, the signs that's going to identify us. But just off the two that we read, who are we actually? What's our real nationality?
They'll take care.
We sound like we Israelites, right? You see that?
That's right.
So as Israelites, what happened to make the Most High put curses on us? What did we not do? We didn't keep his commandments. Now, how many commandments is there? 10? All right, let me ask you this. For one, does the Most High say that we can indulge in homosexuality, or does he tell us not to do that? He tells us not to, right? Now, is that listed in the first 10? It's not. So that must mean that there's more than 10 things that the Most High told us to do and not to do. All right? We just have been kind of beguiled and fooled into thinking that there's only 10 because the world is rendered against the Most High in everything that he teaches us to do. Right? Go ahead, King, bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The man shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
You said the man.
It's like the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So the world is so backwards that it teaches us that women can wear men's clothes and women can wear men's clothes. Right? Oh, so women can wear men's clothes and men can wear women's clothes. That's why we see men walking around in skirts and dresses with purses on their side, trying to say that it's just a man bag or make all these type of excuses. But really what it is our men have become feminine and they're wearing purses. Now on the other side of those things, our women have become more masculine, bucking up against a man, ready to fight, ready to do all these type of things, and ready to wear what doesn't pertain to them. When we was reading that precept about our women, they used to not even allow their feet to touch the ground. That was a real thing. And it was because they were given what's called, like, let's just sum it up to like princess treatment. Because our women are princesses. They're daughters of Zion. They're the daughters of the Most High God.
Right.
A princess doesn't wear what pertains to a man. What pertains to a man that we're referring to is pants. A woman is supposed to have on a dress. She's supposed to be dressed in, give me 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9, modest apparel at all times, right? Because everything about a woman she's supposed to save for her husband. Her husband is the only one that's supposed to be able to look upon her and see all the things that she has to offer, right? So we're trying to teach our people to get back to the things that the Most High wants us to do. Because as a people, we're tired of being cursed and we're tired of seeing our people cursed and not know what to do about it, right? So we've been cursed for not keeping the commandments, therefore we got to start keeping the commandments. And one of the commandments is that our women have to dress in modest apparel and that our men can't be putting on women's clothing. That's got to stop. Our men got to stop wearing dresses and skirts and purses.
That's right.
We don't care about the modern time. We don't care about what's being taught as fashion. We got to get back in order and listen to God. All right, bring that out, okay?
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also,
right,
that women adorn themselves, Salakia, in modest apparel.
And what?
In modest apparel. With shamefacedness and sobriety.
With shamefacedness and sobriety. So it's just talking about covering up. That's what our women got to get back to. And our men have to get back to dressing like men and acting like men. Because part of it comes down on us, because if we were leading in righteousness, then we would have our households in a specific order. Right? Give me that Jeremiah 17.
Bring this out, King.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
That he gave us. The Most High gave us a heritage. He gave us what we're supposed to wear, how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. But we've been taught by the world that it's completely different. Our men think that our heritage is just weed smoke and trapping and doing this and that in the streets and gun toting and doing all type of things that's not profitable to our people. Our women think that our heritage is rap music and twerking and doing all these type of things to men in the club. We have lost our way, and our way is the laws of the Most High. That's what he gave us to set us apart. Give me Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. That's what he gave us to set us apart as a people. We're not supposed to look like the rest of the world. As God's chosen people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, he gave us the laws to make us be different, to make us be holy, to make us be set apart. Because we're supposed to be a light on the earth. shining and be different. We're supposed to behave in the manner that kings and princesses behave.
That's right.
But they have taught us that we are so low and so inferior that all we know is damn rap music and twerking and weed smoke and getting drunk. That's all we know, and we think that that's our culture. We think that that's our heritage. We think that Freak Week was something that we came up with on our own. They planted those type of things in our minds to keep us from the white folks, to keep us from being the people that we supposed to be. Bring that out, King.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verses 19. You said 9?
And 147 and 19.
And 19.
Right.
He showed this word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
So he gave the law, statutes, and commandments unto the children of Israel and nobody else. Give me the book of Amos, chapter 3 from the top. God.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He have not dealt so with any nation. Meaning he chose us to be special and chose us to be set apart. But because we didn't keep the commandments, he's put curses on us to where now we have no idea who we are and no idea how we're supposed to be moving while we're on this earth. All that makes sense to you? So what's your nationality according to what you learned? An Israelite, right? That's who you are. You're a princess. You're a daughter of the Most High God, right? What you got, King? What do I call?
Amos 3.
Bring it out.
This is Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Bring it out. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Read on.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Saying what?
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
And therefore what?
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Read Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 5.
The Most High said, look at this brother coming up with his fringes on. And that brother know who he is, man. He know he an Israelite. That's why he got that on the bottom of his garments.
That's right.
Because the Most High is waking us up in these last days. Right? Give me the book of Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4 after that. God, bring this out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chastiseth his son, so the Lord thy God chastiseth thee.
Meaning we get punished because we are the Most High's children. He putting curses on us and correcting us because we're his children. Just like a man corrects his son out of love or his daughter because he wants them to do better, it's the same way that the Most High is dealing with the children of Israel.
That's right.
And nobody else. So it's up to us to turn away from the things that we're used to and come back to the Most High. Right? That's on 12 and 4.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Right.
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And what?
And knowledge shall be increased.
See, our knowledge is increasing from being just niggas in the world into coming back to understanding that we royalty on earth. Keeping the commandments of the Most High. Changing our ways. Being in this world, but not of the world. You know what I mean? So as an Israelite, as a daughter of Zion, as the special princess that you now know that you are, you got to come back to the commandments of God, sister.
Right.
And you got to come back to the faith of who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right? Who is also an Israelite. All right, now.
Y'all almost got me thinking y'all Geno Jenkins. Y'all ever watch Geno Jenkins?
Let me tell you something about Geno Jenkins, though. Come on down. Let me tell you something about him. All right, he's not teaching us to keep the commandments of the Most High.
Oh, yeah, he do.
He's teaching us it's all about faith now. And then all we need is faith.
All of it is still the same because without faith, works is nothing.
Okay. And vice versa, too, though, right?
Like, well, everything's got a meaning to it.
So we got to keep the words, too.
Get yourself in order. Get your house in order.
What's the order?
But when he come back, make sure you go to heaven instead of hell.
Give me Joshua
when you go
1.
to hell,
what you getting?
It's the wrong place. It's the wrong thing to find out. You made a mistake. Get yourself, get your house. Your house is not the church. It's you. Get
So,
yourself in order.
what would the mistake be?
Following the devil's word.
Which is not keeping the commandments, right?
That's why I say all of them about still the same. You just got to get it in order.
All
You're doing good. That's what I'm telling y'all.
All
You're doing the good work.
All praise. All praise to the Most High.
Good work.
All praise. Get this before you leave.
When you was talking.
Get this before you leave, right quick, sister.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1, and verse 8.
Read it out.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Do what?
To do all that is written therein.
We got to do all that's written within. All of it. From Genesis to Revelation. All right? So that means next week you got to keep the Sabbath. Lord willing. All right, sister, let me give you a law before you go, okay? Let me give you one more law before you go. Give me Leviticus chapter 11. Give me Leviticus chapter 11. So you can let the sister go. I know it's probably a little cold out there.
Guys, why you gotta go up, sister?
But I'm listening, so I
All
will.
praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High.
It is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 7.
Bring it up.
And the swine, and the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is unclean. So that means we can't eat pork, sister. He said the swine is unclean to the Israelites. You don't eat pork? All praise to the Most High. All right, we don't.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch.
You can't even touch it either. All right? Now, do you eat crab, shrimp, and lobster? All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All right, let me give you this other law then. Give me Numbers 15 and 37. I'm going to let you get out of here a little bit.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 37.
Bring it up.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Saying what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to niggas.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to African Americans.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Today has to be the last day you go by African American or black, because it's not what the Most High called you, and it's belittling you, for real. If you want to be for real about it, because the Most High said that we His chosen people, the Israelites.
That's right.
Go ahead, King.
God, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them,
And command them.
that they make them fringes and the borders of their garments.
That's why you see everybody out here with these fringes and the borders of their garments, because it's a commandment from the Most High. Read on.
Throughout their generations.
For how long?
Throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue. The Most High said to have a ribbon of blue on the border of your fringes. That's a commandment from the Most High given to the children of Israel. My brother Steve, man, what's up with you? Bless, man. Read on, King.
And it shall be unto you for a friend, that ye may look upon it,
Right.
and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
So it's a commandment to remind you to keep the commandments.
That's right.
Because we facing all type of temptation and sin every time we look over our shoulder. So these commandments, these fringes, is something that'll help you remember to keep the commandments. And that's why we wear them daily. For one, it's a commandment, and two, it's going to remind us who we are, that we're special to the Most High, and the things that we can and can't do.
That's right.
All right? All praise to the Most High. So what's your nationality? What's your nationality? You Israel. All praise to the Most High.
That's
right. All praise. And we teach throughout the week too. On you hit to the Zoom app. You know what the Zoom app is? All right, yeah, we teach throughout the week on the Zoom app, so if we could take your number down, we'll shoot you.
Trying to stack the bricks to fit the kingdom, ain't no Tetris. Like a candidate for office, wanna win election. I be working 1 through 6 and resting on the 7. I know coming to the truth, no doubt my biggest blessing. We sent to teach the saints with love and help them find a way. Riding through the spirit, helping me with what to say. We were slaves, you gon' be slaves, that I say even trade. Our salvation cost a ticket, but the price is paid. I know that I need both to make it. Walk by faith and not by sight, my shades are like Jamaicans. Got some Levites on them islands, we don't call them Haitians. You can't make it to the kingdom by commandment breaking. If you're struggling with sins, they get behind me, Satan. You know the times now, going up ain't going down. You don't know the prophecies, but you gon' find out. Fire gon' be everywhere, cause he gon' bring them bombs out. Couple times I fell into a pit, he helped me climb out.